Hi everyone, Jon.Kozesky here with the Brecksville Chamber of Commerce, your small business advocate. This week we're continuing our distance socializing by inviting one of our local small business owners, a actual sponsor of the Chamber of Commerce, as well as a Brecksville City Councilman, Jack Petsche of USA Roofing. Jack, how are you today?
Good, John. How are you doing?
Doing good, Jack. It's good to see you, my friend. Hey,
Nice to see you.
first and foremost, certainly most important, your family, your staff, everyone's home and healthy.
Yes, they are. Family and staff and workers in the field. Everybody's healthy. Thank goodness.
That's what's most important. I'm glad to hear that, Jack. Well, Jack, for any of our viewers at home, I mentioned USA Roofing, but if they're not familiar, why don't you tell us a little bit about the company?
USA Roofing does primarily commercial buildings. Primarily, we specialize in steep roofing, so we're doing a slate roof at Fernway School right now. We're doing new roofs at Akron Zoo,
Wow.
which is a pretty interesting job.
Yeah.
Some metal roofs, some thatch roofs. So very interesting job. We just bid work at John Carroll, and we did
Jeez.
a job last year at St. Ignatius. So that's the kind of stuff that we generally do.
You
We'll
get
do a home repair if someone calls, emergency repairs, certainly commercial repairs. But our focus is larger commercial projects.
that's fantastic. Those are some impressive projects too. That's exciting.
Thank you. It is exciting.
Well, it's good to
I
know about.
enjoy what we do.
That's good. You got to enjoy your job. That's what stops it from being a job. But no, it's good to
Right.
know about the residential side too. I mean, we've that's part of the reason we wanted to have you on today is we've had some unbelievably unexpected weather over the last several weeks. Some days it's beautiful, and some days it's a tornado. So as people in our community have these emergency situations, it's good to know we have a local business here to help if need be.
Yes, I was looking at a neighbor's house yesterday on Westview. So yes, we'll go out and take a look at people's problems and try to fix them.
That's
Absolutely.
that's fantastic. In this unexpected weather, you tend to get a lot of out of town, out of state companies that flock in to try to do this work, and it's good to know right here in Brecksville we have a local face that can help. So, but it brings up a great point, Jack. Obviously we're living in a different world right now. We're all doing business differently, and I'm sure USA Roofing is certainly had to change their business model. So, how has this new world changed the way you do business?
Well, first of all, we've had to spend a lot of time developing protocols to protect our people and to comply with regulations and recommendations that are coming down from OFCC, from ODOT. OSHA really hasn't promulgated anything yet, but it's a challenge, particularly with no testing.
Mhm.
So someone has a fever, stay home, wait 3 days until after the fever clears up, protocols like that. But the problem is they may exhibit several of the signs of COVID-19, but you can't get them tested. So
Mhm.
that is frustrating. And that makes it difficult to protect your people. But
Absolutely.
we certainly are working at it.
Well, and that's good.
So that's the major change. The other thing that I see looking off into the future, we're busy now, and we're probably going to be busy through July, but bidding is falling off.
Hmm.
And I think that bidding is falling off because owners are concerned about possible liability. They're also concerned about being able to get things done. For instance, we might need a few more slate on the Fernway job. But New York is shut down, and the quarry's in New York. So we can't get additional material. So that would shut that down. We also had a job in Sandusky, and the contractor has been held up because they can't get the trusses manufactured. Because in some areas, here in Ohio, roofing is an essential business, construction is an essential business. In New York, they shut everything down. There are no essential businesses, except maybe healthcare. And other states may be in the same situation, so that you can't sometimes get materials. So that's a problem. And then, most construction is done with construction loans. So the owners are going to be on the hook for those loans and interest on construction loans can severely hurt a project if the project drags too long.
Interesting.
So there is going to be some hesitancy, I think, going forward in building things going into this. But then again, we have been looking at a lot of repairs to existing buildings. We just got a contract to take out 4 skylights and put slate over the holes, fill in the holes with sheeting. First, Zion Lutheran Church in Lorraine, beautiful 100-some-year-old church. We also bid work at St. Bernard's down in Akron. And these projects have to be done to protect these beautiful old buildings. So there will be some ongoing work that has to be done, obviously, to fix existing buildings. But
that's interesting, Jack. And
I'm thinking that new construction is probably going to take a hit because of the risks involved with COVID-19.
Absolutely.
Supply problems.
And that's so fascinating for our viewers because, we see things happening in New York, we see things happening all around the world, and we don't think about how these supply chain issues in New York or in other parts of the country are affecting us right here in Brecksville. So our own businesses are being affected, like you said, even by the things we see on Wall Street. When loans and bonds aren't being issued, that's going to hurt projects right here in our own community. So that's a fascinating tie-in.
Yes.
Well,
it's a challenge.
Absolutely.
We're doing very well. I'm as busy as ever, and I hope it holds out. We'll see what happens.
That's great. Well, Jack, we're almost out of time, but just a last question here. I did mention that we are fortunate to have you as a member of our Chamber of Commerce. You're regular at our events. You're certainly a sponsor member, but you're also a member of City Council. So I guess just, as a final question, any advice to city residents, what they can be doing to stay home, stay healthy during these times?
Well, certainly stay home and wear your mask if you have to go out, and gloves. It's this COVID-19, I believe, is no joke. Some young people have died of it as well. So it doesn't matter your age. If it hits you the wrong way, it can be devastating.
Absolutely.
So, social distancing is very difficult. I want to hug my grandchildren. I want to be with other people. I want to be able to shake hands, but you just can't do those things right now. So.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be getting back to it soon enough, hopefully, and we'll see you at one of our upcoming chamber networking lunches, my friend.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Jack Petsche of USA Roofing and of Brecksville City Council, thank you for being with us here today. If you're interested in Jack's services at USA Roofing, we have his website and contact information right here on the screen. Certainly don't hesitate to reach out. In the meantime, that's all the time we have, so we hope to see you at our next video. In the meantime, keep home, keep healthy, and keep shopping local.